Good morning, students. I hope you have understood the last two lectures, and today we will begin with the third lecture of the chapter, The Thief's Story. Before I move forward, let me read the questions that were given before the passage. The first question was, how does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? What does he say about the different reactions of people when they are robbed? Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? These are the three questions that has been given before the passage. Till now we have read about Hari Singh, the thief. We also know that Hari Singh is not his real name. Actually, he changes his name every month so that he can get rid of the police and the ex-employers. Now, Anil and Hari Singh, they met at a wrestling match. Here, Hari Singh decided to rob Anil because he appeared as a soft target because Anil looked like an easygoing fellow. He asked Anil if he could work for him. When he came to know that Anil could not pay him, he asked whether he could be given a place to stay and some food. Anil agreed after he came to know that Hari Singh knows how to cook. But here also Hari Singh had lied to Anil. When he took Hari Singh to his house and when Hari Singh cooked the food, Anil realized that Hari Singh could not cook because whatever he had cooked that day, Anil gave it to the stray dog. After this also, Anil did not throw him out of the house. On the other hand, he told him that he is going to teach Hari Singh how to cook. He also taught Hari Singh how to write. Here Hari Singh realized that the potential of education, if he is educated, he will be able to befool more people, and he found it a golden opportunity to learn education from Anil. Now, after this we came to know that Hari Singh, he liked working for Anil. He used to make tea in the morning for Anil, and after that he used to go for grocery shopping, and in this also he used to steal money from Anil because whatever the money was given to buy the groceries, he used to keep 1 rupee from that. Then also we know that Anil knew about this, but he did not say anything to Hari Singh. Anil, we know that is a trusting fellow. He gave the keys of his house to Hari Singh so that he can come and go as he liked. And he was a really fun-loving person. He did not have a regular job, but he did odd jobs, and sometimes he used to just wait and worry for the paychecks. But when the paychecks came, he used to spend it all and celebrate with his friends. Now, one day, Anil, when he came home, he told Hari Singh that he had sold a book to a publisher and he had received a large sum. Hari Singh saw Anil putting the money under the mattress, and when Anil slept, Hari Singh decided to steal the money. And he was also successful in stealing the money. He ran away with the money, the 600 rupees that Anil had received. And the justification that he gave for stealing the money was that Anil is going to spend it on his friends. Okay, so till here we have done yesterday. Now let us move on to the next page. Alright, let me read the passage. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages. But I hesitated. For some reason I can't explain, and I lost the chance to get away. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. Now, here underlined deserted. Deserted is empty of people. For example, if we see desert, okay, desert is empty of people, it is not crowded. So deserted here will be empty of people, a place that is empty of people. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help, and I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Okay, who is this person? Anil. Leaving the station, I walked slowly into the bazaar. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces when they had lost their goods. The greedy man showed fear. I want you to underline this, what I am reading now. The greedy man showed fear. The rich man showed anger. The poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. Okay, I hope you have underlined till here. Okay, now see here, this passage, this paragraph, the lines that I have told you to underline. Okay, here we can find the answers to two of our questions. Okay, this we are going to discuss at the end. Let me read the last paragraph on this page. I found myself in the Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was early November, and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. Okay, first of all, I hope everybody knows the meaning of drizzle. Drizzle is light rain falling in very fine drops. Okay, and now let me explain this page to you. Now, when Hari Singh reached the station, he straight away went to the platform without buying a ticket, as he had never bought a ticket in his life. Okay, he was a thief. Okay, what do we expect from him? He had always travelled without a ticket. When he reached the platform, the Lucknow express in which he had to go was just leaving the platform. The train was still slow, so he could have easily jumped and got on one of the carriages, but he did not do so. There was a bit of hesitation in him. Okay, now can you guess why he was hesitating right now here? Okay, one reason was the trust that Anil had showed in him. Okay, his conscience. Conscience means each and every one of us has a conscience. We know what is right and what is wrong. So here our conscience, if we do something wrong, our conscience tells us that yes, this you are doing wrong. So his conscience was also telling him that he was cheating an honest a person who has trusted him. All right, so something was there that was making him hesitant in boarding the train. So even he didn't understand why he had that hesitation inside him, and because of that he could not board the train. Okay, he could not understand it. Even if he would have guessed it, he was not ready to accept that yes, I was cheating a kind-hearted person. So after some time, when the train had left, Hari found himself all alone at the empty platform. Hari did not know where would he spend the night. He did not have any friends whom he could go to, as he used to think that friends were more of a trouble than being helpful. He did not even want to stay at any of the small hotels, as they would attract attention. He knew only one person very well, and he had robbed him as well. Okay, that was Anil. As Hari was walking through the bazaar after leaving the station, he was thinking of his observation as a thief. In a short career span, he had realized that although everybody from rich to poor shows different reactions to losing their goods, but Anil would only be a little sad. That too would not be because he has lost the money, but because he had lost trust that he had on Hari. He would be sad that he trusted someone so much and the person had betrayed him. Now Hari was walking. When he reached a park, he sat on a bench, and as it was the month of November, the night was a bit chilly, and then the drizzle added to the discomfort that Hari was going through. It started raining quite heavily, and Hari's shirt and pajamas stuck to his body. Okay, he was completely drenched in rain. Cold wind was blowing across his face. Now, I hope this is easy for you. Now let us come to the next page. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. Okay, so when he went to the clock tower, he sat down. He checked that he still had the notes, and what happened, because it was raining heavily, the notes were also damp. Okay, they were wet. Anil's money, in the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema, but now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences any more. Okay, now he is thinking that now he will not be able to cook his meal, and he will not be able to go to the market to buy groceries for him. Neither will he be able to write whole sentences any more. Alright, I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences, I knew, could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, but sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. Okay, so here what happened, after the park, Hari went back to the bazaar and sat under the shelter of a clock tower to escape getting wet. It was 12 o'clock at the clock tower. Okay, midnight, 12 o'clock at night. Hari, he checked the notes, and we know that they were wet. Then Hari started thinking that it was Anil's money, and if he had not stolen it, Anil would have surely given him 2 or 3 rupees to go to the movie. But now, as he had stolen it, he had it all. Now he won't be able to make tea or do groceries for Anil anymore, nor would he be able to learn to write whole sentences ever. He hadn't realized that he would be losing all these in the excitement of stealing the money. Okay, sometimes we do something wrong, and in the excitement of doing that, we forget what we are losing. Okay, he might have stolen the money. He might have stolen 600 rupees, but on the other hand, he was also losing the trust of Anil. He was losing this cooking food for him, doing work for him, or even most importantly, learning to write whole sentences. He was losing education. So he knew that if he could learn to read and write, he could earn much more money than these few hundred rupees, and that too honestly. He knew that it was very easy to steal something from someone, but sometimes it was that easy to get caught as well. He knew that if he learned how to read and write, he would surely become a big and respected man one day. Then Hari, he thought, must be thinking of going back to Anil, alright, so that he could become a respectable man one day, to live a life of dignity. Okay, so let me read the next paragraph. I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. Okay, so here he is saying that he was nervous. Why? Because it is easy to steal something, but it is more difficult sometimes to return the thing back, and that also undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway in clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. Okay, now again he's trying to put those 600 rupees back under the mattress. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. Now just underline this. My heart sank. My heart sank. Why did his heart sink? Okay. My heart sank here means that he became very agitated. He was very nervous. Okay. He thought that he was caught. That's why his heart, it sank. Alright. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you'll be paid regularly. My spirits rose. Okay, when Anil told him that he had made some money and now he will be paid for his work, my spirits rose. Okay, earlier he was nervous, but now he was a little happy. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. Okay, now what do we understand from this? I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. That means Anil knew that Hari Singh had stolen the money and returned it. Okay, this is very important. Why? Because see, when he must have kept the money under his mattress, they were not wet. So it rained last night. So he knew that somebody must have taken and returned the money. So here we see another side of Anil. He knew that Hari Singh had stolen the money. But then also he was giving 50 rupees to Hari Singh. Okay, let us read the last few lines. Today we'll start writing sentences, he said. He knew. Who knew? Anil knew that Hari Singh had stolen the money. But neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. But then also, though Anil knew, he did not show. Alright, he did not pretend that he knew. Neither his lips, he did not say that you have stolen the money, nor his eyes, not even his actions, not even his eyes showed Hari that Anil knew that he had stolen the money. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way. Again, Hari Singh, what is doing? He is smiling in his most attractive way. Since the first page we have read this, smile in his most appealing way. And the smile came by itself without any effort. Okay, so what Anil had done? Anil had put trust on Hari Singh, and now what had happened? Hari Singh has also started liking and loving Anil, and now the flattery has actually turned into real love. Now the smile was not acting. It was real smile. Without any effort, the smile had come. Alright, now let me just quickly explain this. Now Hari went back to Anil's room and was very nervous because he knew that it was much more difficult to return stolen things without being caught than actually stealing it. Now Hari went to the hallway and stood there as the moonlight was still falling over the bed. And we know that Anil was still asleep. Now Hari went near the head of the bed and took out the notes. As he was going near the mattress, his hand could feel Anil's breath on his hand. Hari became still for a moment, he found the edge of the mattress and finally slipped the notes under it. Now what happened the next morning? Hari woke up a little late and Anil had already made the tea by then. Okay, now what did Anil do? He extended his hand and he had that 50 rupee note in it. Alright. Now Hari, what did he think? He thought that he had been caught. Then Anil explained that he had made some money and he will be paying him regularly. Now Hari was really happy when he got that money, but when he touched the note, he realized that it was still wet, and he also realized that Anil knew about his theft, but Anil was giving another chance to Hari. Okay. But the great thing that happened was that he did not let it show on his face or his words. Okay, Anil did not show it. Hari again smiled at Anil in his most appealing way, most attractive way, and now this time Hari's smile on his face was without any effort. He was not pretending, but it was an actual smile. Okay, so here we have come to the end of this chapter. Now let us just go back and read this the three questions. How does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? Okay, this we have already, I have told you to underline. Okay, he would be heartbroken. Okay, if he discovered, he will show only a touch of sadness. Why? Because he had, not because he had lost money, but because he had lost the trust. Now what does he say about the different reactions of people when they are robbed? This also I have told you to underline. Alright, and in the same paragraph where we found the answer to the previous question, we'll find this. The greedy man shows fear, the rich man shows anger, and the poor man shows acceptance. This is the answer to this question. And the last question, does Anil realize that he has been robbed? So yes, he realized that he has been robbed. Why? How did he come to know? Because of the wet notes. Alright. So now here some of the answer to these questions I have also given you in the notes. Alright, so you can check there. Now we come to the end of this chapter. Go through this very attentively, and if you have any problem, feel free to ask me. Alright, thank you and have a nice day.